for the life of me, I don't know why they haven't been linked with Declan Rice in this transfer window. But
I agree, but you would invest in a central midfielder before a striker for Chelsea with Jorginho, Conte, and everybody. I mean, Conte will come back. We'll see if you would do it before you get a striker.
I think so, yeah, just because the strikers they've bought just aren't working. So the system has to be tweaked if you want to play a number 9. So Aubameyang on the bench today, he'll be going probably soon. Lukaku didn't work. Others, I think they need to really work out what they want to do with a striker before they actually then sign another one who just doesn't fit into the system.
I think, got you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it has to be a priority though, but I think they've got to work out exactly the way they want to use them.
Sorry, I agree.
He's top on Football Manager, Janusz.
Yeah, come on. Why you can't question Tom Hamilton, Football Manager's genius.
We got there somehow because I do agree. I would not buy a striker now. I would wait. First of all, not that many out there. They're going to be super expensive, and I would just make sure that in the summer you get the player that you truly want and can help you. So we're in agreement.
Well, overall big picture, just very quickly, it was a little. The Enzo Fernandez thing was really worrying. We talked about it, Kay, earlier, like last week, how there was a direction to go for Enzo Fernandez, ridiculously stupid money. A very good player, but Rui Costa stood firm and he was like, you want him, you need to pay 120 million. Then Chelsea came in and told Enzo Fernandez, yeah, we're going to get you. It's going to happen. Enzo was like, I want to go. It's happening. He packed his bag and boom, it didn't happen at all. So to me, that's worrying about the direction and the strategy of Todd Bowley and co. It's like, oh, we missed out on Enzo, to your point, Todd. We missed out on Enzo, so now we're going to go here. Or Mudryk, Arsenal wants it, we're going to get him because we need to, buy another winger or whatever. Right, but it's very important to me for Chelsea fans to see a picture. And I agree. I agree with both of you. The striker is needed, but that midfield needs something. But it's interesting that once they said, no, okay, Enzo, sorry, suddenly they forgot and they focused on everybody else. It was weird.
Let's talk, though. Yesterday, Luis, you said that there are 4 horses in this race. Are you still sticking with that?
Yeah, I am, because just right now, it's a 9-point separation between Arsenal and Newcastle. And I think at this moment, like Janusz said about Manchester United, and I'm in complete agreement, you cannot deny that Eric Ten Hag and Manchester United are onto something and onto something big. It's not just about qualification for the Champions League. They can say to themselves as a squad, we can win this thing. Let's just go for it. Will it happen? That's another question. But Arsenal, of course, Manchester City, of course, to the discussion that we had about their experience. But why not Newcastle? I mean, at this point, statistically speaking, numerically speaking, they're definitely up for it. Will it happen? Bruno Guimaraes left the pitch today with a pretty bad injury. We'll see how he'll be gone, so that can impact a few things. But at this point, I see a 4-horse race. Will it diminish into 3 and 2 later? Yeah, of course it can happen. But I see a 4-horse race right now.
So you say 4. Earlier on, Dalenkov said pretty much betting go with just the 2-horse race. Yesterday, Tom, Mark Ogden and Craig Burley are both sold on Manchester United being in the title race. Now, they said it was a 3-horse race. What do you think?
I think I probably agree with Oggy. I think that we're at the halfway mark in the season. Okay, so today was like the halfway mark for Chelsea, certainly. That was their 19th game. So you've still got so much left. And if you're looking at sort of strength of squads, you saw how Newcastle played against Sheffield Wednesday when they brought in a few of their peripheral players. They completely fell off the pace. Arsenal, we talked about them earlier and what might happen with a couple of key injuries there. And so I think I think United is definitely in the mix. I know Arsenal, if you're looking at, say, Cheltenham Gold Cup's in 3 months' time, right? If you're looking on that final straight with them coming down to win the Cheltenham Gold Cup, you've got probably Arsenal at the front, you've got City just behind, and then Man United coming up on the inside. So I think it's going to be extremely interesting. And as we said earlier, momentum's huge. Newcastle, Bruno Guimaraes, that injury today, see how bad that is. But I'd say it's probably a 3.5 horse race.
We're going to let you go now, cheating, saying 3.5 horse. We are going to put that question to Janusz. We'll see you again soon, Tom. We're going to let you get back to your Football Manager.
Thanks, guys.
Janusz Mihajlik. You might be hands up actually from you, Janusz. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
No, three. I mean, you can't put Newcastle in there. Even, Bruno Guimaraes, today's injury, it was his ankle. He tried to soldier on. You could see it because it happened very early in the game, and he played until halftime. Then you saw him coming off crying. We know how important he's been, at times unplayable in that midfield. And it'd be hard to press to show me a player that can kind of fill that void, right? I mean, I'm not saying that Josh Shelby could. I mean, he's injured. He will be back eventually. I think he's been training, but no, it's not going to be enough. The positive, of course, was Alexander Isak coming in today and scoring as well. So he's been out a long time with an injury. He is a quality player, so I suppose he's going to help. But no, I don't think I put Newcastle United as in that contender, I suppose. I think they can spring a surprise or two. Maybe they'll help. I think that the funniest thing about all that is that, you have 3 or 4 teams that are going to be able to take points of each other. That's why I think that there's, maybe somebody like Manchester United or even Manchester City can get back in the game. But as it stands, it's Arsenal's to lose. 8 points on City, 9 points on United. But it'll be very interesting, as I said on Sunday, to see what happens in the Arsenal-Man United game.
Yeah, just very quick, by the way. Newcastle are the only team in that top 4 that won't have to worry about anything else Europe regarding, right? They don't have Champions League to worry about. They don't have any of that. So the focal point can be good. But the Guimaraes injury is very significant. It's big.
All right. So we've got a mixture of 4, 3, and 2.
Right, what do you have?
Darling, keeping it real. I'm going to go for a 3-horse race.
I knew you were going to go there.
I think you have to.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.